if not a lot of people join or watch it live. That's okay. I still have to do my workout regardless. And I need to get myself to it because, as you can see, it's hard to see me. But when we get to our usual workout location, it's going to be a lot better lit up. Plan for today is to do lunges. Um, what's my usual? 250 each leg, 500 lunges. Now it has been a couple months, so no promises on hitting 500 total, 250 each leg, but we will do our best and see what we can get done. Yeah, sorry about the darkness. It's about to get lighter. Another thing I was thinking of, in winter, most Americans, I don't know people everywhere else in the world, but I know most Americans become deficient in vitamin D because they don't spend a lot of time in the sun, understandably. And usually I would get 7. So we're going to have to do something about that so I can get my vitamin D during my workout and hopefully, you know what I'm trying to say. Hopefully it gets me up on that vitamin that's supposed to make me feel better and higher immune support and all whatever else vitamin D does. Supplementing vitamin D3 does not synthesize as well as getting it from the sun. So supplementation, although it does work for people who are deficient, it is not the same as getting it from the sun. Sun definitely works better for our bodies. Today is my day 2 of taking 50 milligrams of testosterone. Taking Enanthate, which takes about 24 to 48 hours to reach peak concentration in the bloodstream. And it has a half-life of 5 days, I believe. Hey, Waylon. So it's going to take about 5 weeks for me to reach equilibrium on testosterone blood levels. But um, considering this is the second day that I took it, yesterday's should be kicking in. I should be feeling it soon. But so far, I've got nothing to tell you. I don't feel any different. Everything's the same. So as time goes on throughout the week, I'll tell you more. I am also editing a video talking about, again, all the details, the cycle, the workout routines, the diet, all that stuff. I realized there's a way to have an extremely high protein meal for fairly easily that I had in the morning. So I had 5 eggs mixed with, how many hours a day are you working out now? I'm working out 1 hour a day still, every day, but it's every day now, and so I'm not taking any rest days. 1 hour a day, every day is the change as of now. We might change it later. I have a job. I'm applying to a job tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I have an interview, so fingers crossed I get it, and depending on the schedule they give me at that job, that's going to determine how my workouts and schedule and everything else is going to be based on that. But until then, I have a little bit of flexibility. Quick high protein meal that's fairly easy to make. You mix 5 eggs with 1 cup of milk, you whisk it, and then you cut up 5 round slices of bacon, the uncured bacon. 4 of them, sorry, 4 of them. Four uncured bacon slices. You pre-cook them so that they're a little bit grilled, and then you mix that with the omelet mix that you just made with 1 cup of milk and 5 eggs. You eat it. That comes out to about 650 calories. That's it, 650 calories. And about, and I ate that with a protein shake, 30 grams of protein shake. So all in, I think it was about 790 calories in my entire meal. That's all it was, 790 calories. But it was 80 grams of protein, which is insane. 80 grams, and I'm still under 1,000 calories. So the macros there are working out real good, but I do need high calories. So that pizza advice I gave you guys on yesterday's stream, definitely definitely something I need to take in because I'm supposed to be consuming technically about 3,000 calories per day. So we'll see about that. Hello. I need higher calorie foods in general. I'm still not hitting, so the goal is to hit while I'm on gear about 200 grams of protein per day, which is about 1 gram per body weight per pound of body weight, or AKA almost like close to 2 grams per kilo, which is technically more than you should be taking. But again, if you're on PEDs, that's what you got to do. Also, I consider myself pretty average as far as my lifestyle goes and how organized I am and how strict I am and how good I am at following routines and sticking to, like, all in all, I consider myself pretty average, right? So my tracking isn't going to be perfect. My diet isn't going to be perfect. My workouts aren't going to be perfect. I'm going to have some days off here and there. I'm going to have a little bit too much working out on other days. Like, it's gonna have fluctuations with the natural ebb and flow of life, right? Like all people have, and I have the same. So I think being on gear while not being super strict is an interesting like experiment to see how far much further I can get as long as my workouts are in place. Even if my diet is all over the place, not all over the place, but like I'll track it somewhat, but it's not gonna be super strict. We'll see where it gets me. We'll see where I can get, even if my diet isn't perfect, and what it will and will not do. And if it does nothing because my diet sucks, hey, we know the thing that's not, that's messing it up for me. So we'll see. Lunges today. I'm just about here. We're gonna get some lighting up in the stream. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see how many lunges we're getting in today. It is getting colder in Houston. I don't know how many degrees it is outside right now. It feels like 62 to me. 58 to 60. Need Ken to cook. Yeah, Ken's cooking made me gain 10 pounds. Well, that along with creatine made me gain like 10 pounds, which was nice. And I wish he was here to cook, but he's in New York. Hey, what's up, Pradap, Pradap Chauhan? Chauhan. Pradap Chauhan. What a name. What a mouthful. All right. Set this right there. I'm taking 5 grams of creatine per day. Nothing crazy, just the standard. Today's my third day of taking it. I'm taking it consistently now with my. Well, today I took it with my lunch meal, but the plan is to always take it with your breakfast. So I'm always going to have breakfast alongside all my supplement stack. Taking fish oils, multivitamins, finasteride, minoxidil, and creatine. And same thing with testosterone every morning. Hey guys, here we go. Lunges. All right. I don't think me doing 250 per leg right now is very realistic, but we're gonna see what I'm capable of. Do you have cheat meals? How often do you do them? All my meals are cheat meals. Like, I don't watch my diet. My difficulty is not losing weight or staying fit. My difficulty is gaining weight. So the more cheat meals I have, the more bad food I eat, the better. So as long as I hit my protein goals, I can eat as many calories as I want because I personally have trouble gaining weight. That's always been the case. So that's always going to be on the table. I generally don't feel very hungry most of the time, so I have to remind myself to eat. That's just where I'm at. Here we go. One, two. I remember the hardest thing about this was keeping count because I would lose count. Trying to count to 200 in one set, it's easy to lose count. 7, 8, 9. The way I keep count 10 is every 10 I stick out a finger on one arm. 20. 30. 40. Speaking of which, I remember this when I stepped forward. I had extreme pain in my left knee. For some reason, I'm not feeling it right now. If I start feeling it, I'm going to do step backs instead. 50. 60. You guys can follow along with me if you want. Because I think watching and not following along is a lot more boring than following along. 70. 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. Okay, gonna catch up on comments real quick and keep going on my same leg. I did a workout already. I'm cooked. Today mine was hustle leg day. Did squats. I'm dead after 20 reps, 3 sets. I guys, pick those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. But good job for doing the workout though. It's good stuff. All right. Going for a second 100. 2. Same leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Catch up on the comments and doing 100 more. Hit the like button. Thank you. Because I quit working for personal issues. Now I start working again. If you're watching 2017 old vids, God gave me an opportunity to chat with you via live stream. Awesome, my guys. Welcome back. Keep it up. 100 more on my right. And then switching legs. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 170, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 190, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 200. Павел, рад снова видеть. Хорошая форма, уверен, ты быстро придешь к своей prime форме. Спасибо. Шумов. I did lunges, 45 dumbbells yesterday. Hard to sit today. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Adding weight to lunges is crazy. I mean, it's not crazy. It's good for you, but definitely feel it. 50 more. Oh. As usual, I did not bring water. Amazing at bringing water. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. That's 250 on my right. Coming up next, 250 on my left. Hey, how you feeling on gear? Not much different. It's only second day. And should ask me in a couple weeks when it actually kicks in. So I'm taking Untitled, which is the medium breakdown cycle, as opposed to cypionate or the test P, propionate, I think. So it's the middle of the way breakdown cycle. Basically, you feel nothing first 12 hours. About 24 to 48 hours after taking it, you start feeling it. And today's my second day, so it's just now starting. Vegan Gains is on supinate. The lunge is holding 44. Gosh. Will you include AGH? That's expensive. I don't know how expensive it is, but I'm not gonna do it. No, that's not in the plans. At least not. This cycle is only test. I'm not including anything else other than test on this cycle because I want to see. Since we're experimenting stuff, I want to see how different compounds affect my body in different ways in isolation before I start mixing shit. So, got to do 250 on the other leg now. How many pull-ups you do in one go? So, my all-time with one arm hangs. Sip some water. I didn't bring any water with me. With one arm hangs was 100 is my all-time high. Without hanging on one arm, just maximum in one set, I think it was 52, my all-time high. Without hanging on one arm, that was a while back. And then since I got back into working out a few months ago, I did 35 in one set. So that's my recent PR is 35 in one set. So we're gonna get back up to 52. So my prime, we're gonna get back to my prime. That's the goal. Once we get back to my prime on everything, and I'll start training for planche and all the other harder stuff. So here we go. 250 other leg. Why did I hop on? Posting a video soon, answering all those questions. So be on the lookout for that. It should be up in the next day or two. Probably post it early morning tonight. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. Since I did 250 on my right, my left is so much harder to do because of how much stiff my quad and butt is on my right. So much harder on my left. I used to watch you when you were younger. To be honest, you were actually really good at body weight workout. Thank you, Raja. Uh, so I don't know enough about AGH to give you a very educated opinion on it. But I do know that what one thing AGH does is, other than making your muscles grow, it also makes your organs grow. Your heart, which is also considered a muscle, your heart and other organs in your body will start growing alongside your muscle groups. And oversized organs are not good for your health. So my uneducated opinion, from the little I know about it, that's the reason. But again, I'm admitting I know very little about it. That's one of the only things I do know. All right, we got 150 to go on my left leg. We're 30 minutes in. We're more than halfway through our workout. We're doing good. AJ's cuts fat, I think. Yeah, there's different drugs cut fat. Tren cuts fat. There's What's the other one? Ozempic cuts fat. There's a lot of drugs out there. Just if the goal is to just cut fat. How to work our way to one arm pull up. I have a video called "How to Do a One Arm Pull Up." Check it out. It's a really old video. I think it's 10 years old, but it is very very relevant. And all the techniques I describe in there, how to train for one arm pull up, are 100% valid. It's been 10 years since I made that video. I wouldn't change anything about it. Same training technique. I sometimes watch my own videos and follow my own workout routines, guys. Like they're good. My workout routines got my sister to have the world record in pull-ups for women. You know, they work. You just got to put the work in. It's simple. It's basic. It's straightforward. Just got to put the work in. That's all there is to it. Here we go. Let's go for our next 150. Being fit from a logical perspective, it's all fairly basic. All it is progressive overload, muscle breakdown under tension, proper sleep and diet for recovery. That's all there is to it. That's the whole concept of working out. The hard part is the execution, not the understanding of it, not the grasping the concept of it, but the execution is the hard part. So don't let anybody ever scare you with how difficult working out is or how complicated it is, because it's really not complicated at all. It's hard, it's difficult, it takes a lot of effort, 10, but it's not hard. I mean, it's not complicated. Six, 7, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, sweating so much, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 70, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Leave me some comments to give me a reason to take a pause. 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 200. Very short break. And we do our last 50. Basics always win. Took me a long time to figure that out. Amen. Amen to that. Oh, God help me. All right, 50 more on my left. I think you guys have a mirror image of what's actually happening. It's the selfie camera. So for you, it looks like I just did my right leg and then the left one first, but it's backwards. To do 50 more on my left. Now we'll be at 500. Then depending how much time we have left, I might put in a few more reps on each leg. All right, I'm just about ready to start my next set. Count of 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's go. All right. My muscles are so stiff right now. My legs and butt. Oof. So many grunts and I'm a grumpy old man, huh? I'm a grumpy, older young man. There we go. Sounds a little better. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now presenting 50 more lunges to bring it up to 250 on both legs. That was a 3 and a 4. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I gotta bring the energy up in here. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 20 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 30, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 250 each leg, 500 total done. We're 41 minutes in, which means we are about to do more. We still got plenty of time. OSVY. My best friend did a cycle of testosterone anathate. He did just one bottle of 10cc, gained about 25 pounds. After he lost all the water gain after cycle, he ended up staying with like 10 pounds of new muscle. He was like 21. Now he's 49 and still looks muscular. The 10 pound stay with him forever. I will answer that more thoroughly in the future videos, but there's a couple things that happen. When you jump on test, you're going to gain about 50-50 water muscle ratio, especially on your first cycle. So if you gain 30 pounds, 10 to 12 pounds is going to be water. The rest will be muscle and fat or whatever, depending on your diet. Does it stay with you? After you drop the test, you're going to lose the water weight. That's just a given. That's just going to happen. You're going to lose the water weight. Does your muscle stay with you? So the muscle you actually built is actual muscle fibers and tissues on your body. It's not water that could just empty itself out. And your body isn't just going to go and send a demolition crew to destroy the muscle you made. Not going to happen. But in order to keep your body functioning at the same level that you are on test, you need to provide it proper nutrition and building blocks in order to sustain and maintain the muscle. If you quit training, you're going to lose the muscle because your body is a homeostasis machine. At all times, it is accounting for what kind of activities you do on a daily basis, and it optimizes your body for that. So if you're not doing strenuous activity, spending a whole ton of energy on maintaining muscle on your body that you're not using, your body's going to be like, this is a waste of my resources. I'm going to cut that out because why am I wasting resources on stuff that never gets used? So it declutters your body from unnecessary stuff. So it will break down the muscle if you're not consuming protein and not putting it under enough muscle strain. However, if you are consuming the proper amount of protein and you're continuing training after you lose the water weight, the probability of you keeping the muscle, or at least some of the muscle, is extremely high. Now the question is, are you going to keep all your muscle or will you lose some of it? And again, it runs down to your hormones. Is your body able to sustain the muscle without the extra supplementation? And if it is, if your body has the capacity and the capability of doing that without the extra tests supporting you, then it's totally possible. I'll bring up an example. A couple examples. Arnold Schwarzenegger, at one point, the most muscular man in the world, winning Mr. Olympia, Mr. Universe, all that stuff. And then you look at him when he became governor, he looks like a regular old man. He does not have muscle or anything. Now he hopped back on tests and maybe just tests, but he's building his muscle back up and he's looking good. I believe he's in his 70s now. So that's him. That's one example, but not a very good example. So a little bit better example. Some of you may know Alex Hormozy. If you don't know him, you can look him up. Alex Hormozy used to own a chain of gyms and worked out, and he also is a very open steroid user back in the day. He has before-after pictures of before he took steroids and after, and he maintained most of his muscle. Right now, he's not on anything. He submitted his blood tests for review to More Place, More Dates, and Derek, and he reviewed his blood work. And so his testosterone shot, his body is not producing almost any testosterone, which most likely got shut down during his testosterone cycle. I don't know whether he did post-cycle therapy or whether he took supplementation while he was on steroids to maintain his testicular function and testosterone production naturally in his body. I don't know any of that, but what I do know is he has extremely low testosterone. It's like 125 free testosterone in his body, but he still looks super jacked. And he's able to maintain that without any anabolics. So why is he able to do that? He is maintaining his diet. He's eating 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, and he's training a strict bodybuilding routine ever since he quit. And he was able to maintain most, if not all, of his muscle mass after he lost the water. So that's that. None of this is medical advice. Those are just examples and stuff I know what I'm talking about. I'm not a doctor. If you're gonna start injecting stuff, taking supplements, doing anything with yourself, always consult a professional. I'm fat, 227 pounds lately. I was 185 as a teenager. I want to be 200 pounds again. Help. Start strength training and then go into a calorie deficit. If you don't know what those are, use ChatGPT or Google. Type in what is eating in a calorie deficit or how to structure a progressive overload routine, and that'll answer all your questions. And then you just got to stick to it. It's very simple, very basic, not complicated at all. The hard part is actually doing it. So once you read about it, you learn about it, which is going to take you an hour or two to learn what you need to do. The doing it is the hard part, right? So knowing about it is not very hard. Doing it is hard, and you're usually going to have to stick to it. Cut out alcohol. Another easy trick is cutting out all dairy. Like, if you're consuming dairy now, cut it out, all the dairy in your diet, because dairy is very calorie rich. So cutting out dairy usually cuts a huge chunk of your calories out of your meals immediately if you're consuming it regularly, and you'll see a drop in your weight within the next few weeks. You'll see it dropping. So that's a cool little trick that I've recommended to some people, and they saw basically results in a month. Just cutting out dairy. Pretty simple. All right, we are at 500 lunges on each leg. We're gonna try to do 50 more on each leg, bring it up to 600. Let's see how that goes. I'm surprised I maintained so much strength in my legs after all this. Here we go. I can barely walk. Collaboration with Vegan Gains in the future. If he wants to. Weren't you hating on me in the comments on my short video? LMR S1N. I saw your comment. You commented yesterday or today, hating on my starting gear. Awesome. Can't wait to see how you look in about 3 months. You'll get huge. All right, we'll see. We'll see, guys. We'll see. Here we go. What's going on? One, two, 4, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 300 each leg done. 600 total done. 54 minutes in, 600 done. I call this a win. Getting a runner's high is really good. I like working out for this reason. This feels great. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to head out. It's a great workout. Thanks for joining. I'm gonna put my shoes on. I'll walk with you a bit before I hop off. I'm doing a meal prep today. Prepping rice and chicken for the week. That way I get my calories and know what I'm eating every day. What am I working tomorrow? We did legs today. We did triceps yesterday. Pull-ups. Monday is pull-ups day then. It is chilly out, but it feels good. My legs are pumped. I can barely walk. My legs are so pumped. Another funny little side note is I did the injection in my butt, and I was working out my butt just now, and it felt a little bit of like numb pain in that part because it's still absorbing into the bloodstream or whatever. And you're working out. Woo! All right, here we go. Walking home. I'm here with you guys for 2.5 more minutes. If you have any questions, if not, I will see you on the edited, more informative video in the next, you know, in the next 12 to 24 hours. It'll come up, the video. So I'll see you then. It's gonna be fun. I haven't been excited about posting content in a while because it's boring, you know. Like workouts they're just a boring part of life. You just got to do them every day. And yeah, it's exciting to see like new PRs, like. But I'm a huge enthusiast in trying new things and having new experiences. And when you're working every day, doing the same routine every day for years, it doesn't feel like a new experience. Yeah, you hit a new PR, but it's the same routine. It's like, yeah, I got incrementally more stronger over the last 6 months. But, you know, it's like, let's try something new, you know? So we're trying something new. And it's kind of more exciting. The video editing is more exciting. The learning I'm doing about it is more exciting. I feel more alive because of it. I will tell you one little effect I've noticed today is I felt a little bit more impatient today than usual. Like the moment I woke up, I wanted to get up and do things. But also, I don't want to say that that's because of the testosterone because, yeah, I don't know. Like I have those days too on when I'm normal. I just wake up and I like feel full of energy and I want to seize the day or whatever, you know? Like that happened to me on normal days too, depending on the day and my mood and all this other stuff. So I don't want to attribute it to that yet, especially because it's only second day. But if this continues on for the next few weeks, it is definitely an effect of that. So like a very motivated go-getter attitude. Like I beeline directly to the kitchen, made breakfast. All within 15, 20 minutes of waking up, I was already finishing my breakfast, which to me is crazy. Usually it takes me time to wake up, brush my teeth, walk around slowly for 30 minutes around the house, grab a cup of water, stare at a window and reminisce about my life. And then like, well, yes, I'll make a coffee, make a breakfast, and get on with your day. Boom, hour gone. Today, 20 minutes, I'm done with breakfast. Like, hey, what's next? You know? But again, not attributing it to that yet. We haven't had enough of a waiting time here, second day. But we will find out what happens. Yeah, more mental energy, if I could say that. Like physically, I was always okay, but like I mentally could not force myself to do stuff. Like I mentally had to, before doing anything, I had to like brace myself, gird up your loins and take on the day. But like now it's like, oh, I don't care. Let's go get started. Like whatever. Like the mental energy is there to do anything. Hey, muscle man. We have done a total of 600 lunges today. I did 250 on each leg, and then I did 50 more each leg. 250 on my right, 250 on my leg, left, 50 on my right, 50 on my left, 600 total, all under 1 hour. Feels good. I'm walking like a cripple, and we're almost home. I see y'all tomorrow. See you on the next video. See y'all on the next stream. God bless you all, and have a nice day. Stay strong. Fortress with you today. Body, mind, soul, spirit. God bless you. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining Waylon, Muscle Man, and everybody else who commented above. Agaz. Later, y'all.